What is going on, my Patriots? This is another edition of Joe's Conservative News and Views. If it's your first time tuning in to the broadcast, if it's your first time being blessed with all this plethora of information, do me a favor. Go ahead on and hit the like button. That helps me get in the queue for everybody to see that I'm available. Go ahead on and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell all the way to the top. So let's jump into this. Y'all, we are at some very difficult times. When I say some difficult times, we are at times where we have people that wants to censor us from speaking out. We got people literally want to censor us from speaking our minds. We got a president who has got so many people at the borders right now that it is shameful. Very shameful. Very, very shameful. Give me 1 second. I mean, this is the things that we're looking at. So first things first, we can go ahead on and dive into what is going on news today. We're going to start with the first thing that's starting to make headlines. And the first thing that's making headlines is what Fox News on what CNN said. Now, I'm about to play y'all a clip about CNN talking about banning. When I say banning, they're talking about banning anyone that has the ability to speak out against the radical left, that basically they need to be removed from any social media platforms. And I'm finna share y'all some of this content right here, right now, what they said today. Give me 1 second. Finna share it with y'all right now. Now, the person that I'm about to show that's talking like this is Oliver Darcy. Now, here we go here. All right. Let me see if I'm getting this right. I'm trying to get this clip. No, it's in here. Try to see if it's gonna talk about it. All right, let me this. Maybe this will come up. What's going on, Trash Man? I am trying to see if it'll come up today because I want to make sure y'all hear what they were saying. Not showing up. All right, so it really not really going into detail. I can't find it, so I guess I'm gonna have to go on YouTube to find it. I didn't want to do it that way because if I go on a YouTube platform, I have to do it sparingly. Yeah, so let me see if I can find the clip. I just guess I have to do it on YouTube. All right, so I can't find it, so it's not going to tell me. But here's what's going on. So Darcy Oliver, I'm trying to find it to share it with y'all, but I guess they didn't hurry up and took it down. So Darcy Oliver made a statement. Okay, he said that unfortunately that One American News and Newsmax and Fox News have enabled the Trump era, because they don't like the Trump era. The reason why they don't like the Trump era because President Trump was never a politician. He's always been straightforward. He's always told it like it was. So their reasoning behind this, the way they think that they can solve this problem is to go ahead on and get President Trump by solving the problem about any supporters of President Trump is by voicing the conservative voice. They want to take One American News off. They would like to take off Fox News, and they'll like to take off Newsmax. Now, in the article, this is what these foes are saying why they want to do this. This is about to blow y'all mind even more. See, they was apparently joined by the fact that Newsmax has skyrocketed to become the fourth highest rated cable news channel in the country. The liberal CNN is decrying that it calls Newsmax election denialism and is seeking to have it deplatformed from cable and satellite systems from the nation, across the nation. So y'all got to understand something. CNN is grasping for straws so bad and want them out the way because CNN is losing ratings. CNN is supposed to be sold by AT&T this year. Okay, because they're losing money for AT&T. They know as soon as Trump get out of the office, that is it. Their viewership's gonna drop because everybody that supports them got who they want in there. They're not gonna want to hear nothing else. So their mindset is okay, if I could just go and eliminate some of this competition, let us be the only premier news channel along with ABC, CBS, Fox, CBS, and NBC and MSNBC. Now, Oliver Darcy, who's the CNN left wing media critic, has been demanding cable operators to drop Newsmax, which is currently carried by every major system in the nation. Newsmax is also streamed free by most OTT platforms and devices. They're not going to drop them, CNN, because it's all about the money. You don't bring money like these other alternative media does. And that is why y'all so mad. There's more conservatives out there than there are the extra woke. And people are starting to see your shit. And that's why you want these channels out the way, because they're waking up. Now, in a CNN column in early January, Darcy falsely claimed conservative media caused a protest at the Capitol on January 6th, which is a lie. No, it did not. It didn't cause that. It didn't cause that. Those were people who were fed up, upset, pissed off, and let their emotions got the best of them. And it was also proven that y'all won't talk about that they arrested John Sullivan. You know, the guy who tried to be with Black Lives Matter, well, was with them at one time. That's why now the Utah chapter is hurrying up and distancing themselves from them, because they don't want that problem. They don't want to be a part of that BS. But y'all won't talk about that. No, y'all will not discuss that. Y'all will not discuss that at all. At all. Now, we're going to go into further talk about some other things that they also had said that is quite shocking and quite scary as well. Okay. Darcy demands have been echoed on CNN shows, including the Sunday media show Reliable Sources, hosted by liberal media analyst Brian Stellar. On the week's Sunday show, Stellar's guests focused on deplatforming Newsmax. Previously, CNN had the efforts to deplatform President Donald Trump from Twitter. We're going to have to figure out the OANN Newsmax problem. Alexis Stamos, a former Facebook chief security officer, told CNN's on Stelter, these companies have freedom of speech, but I'm sure we need Verizon, AT&T, Comcast, and such to bring them into 10 millions of homes. They saying they don't know if they should bring them in 10 millions of homes. In a brazen call for censorship, Stamos echoed CNN demand conservative voices and news outlets be blacklisted and closed out of cable television and the internet. Don't that sound like some communist stuff to you? Don't that sound like some China stuff? That's something they would do in China. I mean, y'all think about this. This is something they would do in one of these countries like China. I don't like what you're saying. Let me shut your company down. Let me shut your freedom of speech process. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all about when somebody's speaking out and it's morally incorrect, sick, and disgusting, and it could harm children. It could harm, older people that you want to nip it in the bud. But even then, you got procedures you have to go through. Now, this is was also crazy as well. Now, He also said that we have to turn down the capability of these conservative influencers to reach these huge audience. Thomas said there are people on YouTube that have larger daytime audience than CNN. See what it is? Now you're messing with our bread. You're mad at us because we have citizens who would rather hear us tell the news and tell thoughts of what's going on with politics versus you sitting down and hearing y'all lying overly emotional asses. That's what you're saying. Sorry, CNN, step it up. I don't know. Think of a better way to reach your audience. Quit being so damn liberal. Maybe you might get somewhere. Maybe be balanced. But you couldn't do that because you got extra woke and extra wokers walking all around your damn platform. And now y'all going broke, and now you're trying to shift blame on someone else so you can get saved. Now, that's not the right answer. Sorry, it's not. Hold on for 1 second. I'm back. So I mean, this right here, guys, I don't see it. I don't. I'm telling you, this is not going to be good at all. Now, in his tweet, Darcy failed to know AT&T is the parent company of CNN, and by removing Newsmax from cable lineups, it reduces serious competition for his network, especially as Newsmax continues to rapidly increase audience and is on trajectory to overtake CNN in viewership. While left far activists jumped to support a potential silencing of Newsmax, others noted the censorship effort runs aloft of both freedom of speech and antitrust laws. Y'all, I'm not gonna go any further, but this is what's going on. We are living in a society where freedom of speech is no longer important, and it's not. That's why you don't see a lot of people streaming no more. If you're gonna want to get the truth and you want to know what's going on, you're gonna have to get your favorite influencer. You're gonna have to start supporting their Patreon. You're gonna have to start supporting their OnlyFans if they got that. You're gonna have to start supporting their Buy Me a Coffee, their PayPal, their Cash App to function. Because right now, America is not trying to give them a platform. It's just not. It's just not. Let's see here. See what else can we expect tonight. So we got that out the way. We're gonna go over here. Now, here was a interesting article to follow up what I just talked about tonight. Uh, this is coming from the American Thinker. And that article was Republican governed states can stop social media censorship. Social media censorship can be stopped immediately by states controlled by Republicans, meaning both legislative chambers and the governor. Here's how from an attorney. Legislation has been introduced in the North Dakota legislature to prohibit social media companies from censoring messages and posts as is reported by the Breitbart and ARS Technica. So you can follow the developments. It is an act to permit civil actions against social media sites for censoring speech. Alas, the legislation is not well written. The penalty is too small, a slap on the wrist to get to Facebook, or Twitter's attention. The concept are like a first draft. It fails to harmonize with federal law, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act of 1996. Man, here's what I think. I think personally, when you're trying to ban people from speaking out, these big companies, they need to be fined $1 million every time it's proven they're not doing what they're supposed to. $1 million. If you want to train somebody to be special ops and they're young, you got 50 pounds on your back. Figure it out. I mean, that's just what I feel they should do. Because this is ridiculous. I mean, this is so ridiculous. A lot of unnecessary fluff. All right, so enough of that report. Gonna move right along. Now we're gonna talk about what is going on in La La Land over here. Now, y'all already know Joe Biden has got everybody so excited. Him coming. The president that they got immigrants trying to kill each other to get to the U.S. Hmm. All right, y'all, I'm back. Just want to make sure get back in the thought how I was gonna do this. That's why I sit back here. All right, so let's go into the next story here. What we got to talk about? I thought I saved it, but I must have did. Yeah, I did. Migrant caravan member cites that Biden's pledge to suspend deportations for 100 days as reason for traveling to the U.S. Let me tell y'all what's going on here. Now, y'all probably thinking, well, if he's going to suspend deportation for 100 days, then they just wasting the trip to get to the U.S. You don't understand. You don't understand what's going on. The reason why these fools are going to the U.S. because a lot of these mothers that's a part of that 1,000-man caravan that's trying to come from Honduras to here at the border that now he's begging, oh, turn back. It's not time for y'all to come in yet. Only thing they need to do is be pregnant, have 100 days. That gives them enough time. That's 3 months, 10 days to have a baby in the US of A. Now they got an anchor baby in the US of A. Now you know how them liberals is. They don't separate the mother from the child, right? Because that's what they've been fighting for. You know, the equality, the American dream. That's what they like to push. And they need that American dream because they want to make sure that there is no more conservatives to get voted in. So they let these people stay in. And guess what happens? I tell you what happens. Now we got all this influx of immigrants in these sanctioned cities competing with the low poor class in America. Now, y'all know that the poor class in America consists of a lot of black Americans. We're talking about black Americans who cannot get a good job based upon some mistakes they made in their lives, things of that nature. Well, the problem is, and the problem is that as soon as they get here, they pay them what they need to do. Hey, what going on, Tony? Thank you for joining the broadcast, brother. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm definitely gonna give you a shout out right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Thank you for joining the broadcast, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining Patriot News Live. And this is the problem. This is what nobody won't talk about. Now they don't promise these people this dream. And these people look at everything we put out, and they know that when President Trump was in office, they could not come to the borders like this. They knew this. They're not crazy. Now they see it. They're going nuts. It's like, oh my God, we just won the lottery. So you got thousands of these immigrants trying to get here. And let me tell y'all about what's crazy about how the Democratic Party tells these immigrants how to get here. They're not like the Republican Party, which they were guilty of it too at one point. We would always tell them, well, if you get here, be safe. Don't get on no car, don't get on no train. Just get here safely. Not Joe Biden them. Just get here. We'll take care of you. And that's what they do. They get here, they get taken care of. Because they get the low paying jobs. Excuse me. The shit jobs that we don't want to take, or the jobs that we would take if someone would give us a shot. And next thing you know, they're here 100 days, paying, giving money back to family. They got somebody pregnant, or got their loved one pregnant while here, or 100 days. They mess around and get involved with somebody or marry somebody that's a U.S. citizen, and that's it. Here we go. We in here like swimwear. I'm telling y'all now, that's what's about to happen. We're about to suffer because of this craziness. Now, the migrant that was on the interview that's bragging about this said that they was from Rotan, a tourist island off northern coast of Honduras. Now, he appeared to be citing Biden's pledge to place a 100-day memorandum on deportations. The migrant told a reporter he was fleeing a bad situation that was made worse by the coronavirus, pandemic, hurricane, and a president who's not helping the people. And see, that's another thing people don't understand. Everybody keeps saying that America is so messed up, but yet still now, you got people from Honduras about to kill themselves to get over here. So how are we so messed up? That's what I don't understand. You got people from Honduras and these other South American countries ready to risk it all to get here. They're not caring. I don't get it. I don't get what everybody where they're coming from with this. Hey, what's going on? Mountain Z, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the support tonight, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Doing this news, doing news, bro, like always. Doing the news. Now, we're gonna go out here and we're gonna talk about what else they said. I'll talk about news, what's going on in the world today, brother, with the immigration laws being relaxed whenever President Biden takes over, which is going to hurt us deeply. Just talking about the state of the country, how it's going to turn. Now, any migrant who arrived at the U.S. border within the first 100 days of the new Biden administration will likely be disappointed. On Sunday, an unnamed Biden transition officer officials said that migrants hoping to claim asylum in the U.S. during the first few weeks of administration need to understand they're not going to be able to come into the U.S. immediately. The Biden transition official told NBC News that while there's help on the way, now is not the time to make the journey. I said if Biden became president, this would happen. Thomas Homan, former acting director of ICE, told Fox News. The things he said, the promises that he made, like ending the remaining in Mexico program and get rid of private detentions during a memorandum on deportation, stopping ICE from doing work site enforcement operations, offering free health care. When you throw those kinds of enticements out, who's not going to come to the greatest country on earth? And he right. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate you for coming for Spain. And he right. That what happens, man. You just told people from a bad situation you can come to America, go into these sanctuary countries, sanctuary cities, get all this assistance, get all this help that you could ever dream of. They get the help, and then you turn around and they get involved with a girl that's uh not even. Ooh, man, it's just more drama. This is what we're looking at, guys. This is gonna be the new norm. People racing to get to our country than ever before. And Trump warned this to everybody. He did. He warned this. He warned this. Now, yeah, I'm talking because I'm actually recording, my friend. I don't know where everybody is tonight, but I'm gonna go and get the broadcast on out the way. Somebody will look at it for views. I'd rather be talking to one than to talking to none. And I'd rather be talking to none and know it's getting heard than to talking to none and it's just collecting dust. So, it's part of the game. I got a low viewership right now. And right now, a lot of people are not online like they used to because people are just tired of stating their opinions. That's all. Because of what's going on. Oh, let's see what else we got tonight to talk about. Because I know a lot of people are not around. Uh, Also, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's talk about uh Martin Luther King. Yeah. Well, well. One more other thing I got to talk about. Just want to make sure I got my to end this right. The Some other thing that came up on the news. NAACP chapter president is under fire after sending genital picture to team. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it is, but this has been happening since last year. I've seen and heard more Democrats get in these scandals than ever before. They always sending somebody a picture that they ain't supposed to do. Oh yeah, diehard supporter, sir. Yeah, I'm a supporter all day. Now, the president of a reactivated NAACP chapter in New York admitted over the weekend to sending a sexually explicit photograph of himself intended for my wife to an individual I was working with. What? The revelation by Monroe County legislator Ernest Flagger Mitchell came in a statement Saturday, less than 2 hours after his virtual swearing-in ceremony as head of the Rochester NAACP chapter. The Democrat in Chronicle reported the image of his genitals was sent to a 19-year-old woman, thank God she wasn't underage, who alleged the lawmaker sexually harassed her. Flagler Mitchell said the individual accepted his apology and assured me that they were not offended. But in a statement of her own, the woman claimed Flagler Mitchell began harassing her after she was a victim in a September 2020 shooting. Listen, oh, believe me, I think he's a straight jackass. Don't let me go into that guy. How in the world can you sit here and tell me that you made a mistake to send your woman a picture, send your picture of genitals to another woman who allegedly was about to tell on you anyway for harassing her? I couldn't make this shit up, man. Just admit it. Just say you like the little girl, you wanted her to see what you were working with, and it is what it is. Because why would you want to send, look, dude, you live with your wife. Why would you want to send your wife a packet pic? She see it all the time. I mean, unless you took some herbal medicine to make it grow. Come on, man. Come on. Located in Georgia, US of A, bro. Oh, Lord, help me, help me, help me. Now, she said, I'm writing this so that you all are aware of the type of person he is, she wrote. I'm going public and will be asking for his resignation. No one should be in a position where they turn to their elected official for help and are met with unwanted sexual advances and inappropriate messages. I am only 19 years old. Okay, honey, quit saying you're only 19 years old. I'm quite sure you done seen some more explicit stuff than all of us have. Well, you do got a point when it comes to no one should be in a position where they turn to their elected officials for help and are met with unwanted. Yeah, you can't have no sexual advantages. You're supposed to be working for the people. Supposed to be working for the people. Now all of a sudden he talking about he being extorted. He want authorities to investigate. Wait, bruh, come on. It ain't resolved. I mean, you send a picture like that to a teenage little girl, and she's probably a nice looking young girl. Family got money. Yeah, it's gonna get investigated, and it's gonna come right back to you. What an idiot! And last but not least, we're gonna talk about Martin Luther King's niece. I just uh, found out about this lady. This lady is the truth. Avita King. And I mean, she's just the truth. Dr. Arvita King is telling people like it is. And she even told crazy behind. Oh man. Dr. Alveda King called on Representative Alexandra Ocasio Cortez to take a page out of Martin Luther King Jr.'s book on Monday after the Congresswoman referred to President Trump as the poison of white supremacy. The New York lawyer made the comment during a viral town hall last week before calling on the federal government to direct funds towards deprogramming white supremacists in an effort to bring the racial divide in America. I believe that AOC really should take a page out of Martin Luther King's Jr. book, Aveda told Fox News host Harris Faulkner. Aveda told Faulkner that while her uncle praised the law for keeping bad actors in line, he also said that the law cannot transform the human heart. Crazy. Woo, it's powerful right there. That's real powerful. So I'm kind of glad that she went on to say, and yet to see more. I'm reading more the article that she wants to. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I'm getting tired, y'all. Hold on. I'll get tired. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing popping off tonight. I don't know what it is. Getting tired. All right, so I guess it seems like this is all we got tonight. So if you guys like what I brought to the table, go ahead on, hit the like button, hit that notification bell up top. Share this broadcast. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.